Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew and you're once again watching Drew the Theme Park Dude. Today's video I'll be sharing an inside look at Tiana's Bayou adventure and giving my initial thoughts purely based on the POV that was released by Walt Disney World. Now before I get into it, I just want to say I have not yet experienced the attraction in person, but I will be experiencing it very soon, so stay tuned to the channel as tons of content regarding Tiana's Bayou Adventure, including my instant reaction, an on-ride POV, a review for the ride, and obviously answering the question, is it better than Splash Mountain? That will all be coming at a later date. This video is purely just my initial reaction to the POV Walt Disney World released and what I think of this attraction. Before I begin, please remember to leave a massive like on the channel and subscribe so you never miss a brand new video. Now, off to the video. Tiana's Bayou Adventure officially opened June 28th at Magic Kingdom inside Walt Disney World Resort. It's also going to be opening later this year at Disneyland Resort, but this video will be purely focusing on Walt Disney World's version. Now what you're seeing right now is a POV that was officially released by Disney Parks. And I've seen this a few times already. I've seen some videos, I've seen some reactions, so I have a pretty familiar idea about the ride other than actually experiencing it myself. So just keep that in mind when you are listening to what I'm saying. Now, right here, there would normally be a splash from Splash Mountain from that drop. It seems they turned that off, but that's okay. I know a lot of people did not like that or are trying to escape that. And we just turned this corner and are now going up this first lift hill, or second lift hill, where we have this Tiana animatronic. Already, this is an improvement to Splash Mountain, in my opinion, just based off that there was nothing there before. I mean, I know people are going to be complaining, and this ride is getting mixed reviews online. But I've tried to keep my opinions open, and I'm waiting until I can experience it myself to form a real opinion. But right now, just based off this POV, it doesn't look that bad. I mean, obviously we were only in the very beginning, but like right here, there was nothing, and now there's colorful plants. I mean, I think that's better than nothing. I mean, there might have been some birdhouse and some music, and they're playing Almost There right now, which you guys can't hear, but it's copyright. But that's, it's a catchy song, and people do know that song. It's a very popular song from the film. So I think that's okay. We continue heading down here. I mean, I just don't see issues that people were complaining with online. They were saying how there's so much dead space, there isn't a ton of stuff to look at. I think there's a decent amount of stuff to look at. I mean, we're just going down the bayou, getting ready to go down the bayou. And we get this great view like we did before on Splash Mountain, because it is the same ride. They did not change the layout at all. They did not change the drop incline. They did not change the height of the drop. They did not do that at all. There was some rumors they were updating the ride system just to make it more reliable, but it has been breaking down a lot recently, so I don't know about that one. But right here we would have had Brer Bear's house on the side, which now Mama Odie is there, but you can't even see that in this POV. So that is one of the issues that I'm not a fan of, is they released this POV. I don't think they should have, because it's just giving a false impression of the ride and is letting a ton of people online complain about not seeing a lot of the things and making it very blank. And they can't see stuff on the ride because the POV is locked like you would see on a roller coaster. Like, there's stuff happening on the sides right now, but we just can't see it. And it is a lot brighter than is what it's looking. I mean, it's not, super, super bright, but it is not this dark from what I've seen on other videos. Now, it's very colorful in the bayou. It almost looks like Navi River Journey, which is fine. Both have talking animals, so it's okay. Right here we have this giant alligator Lewis animatronic. That's awesome. I mean, that is a very high-tech animatronic. And I know there must have been like 10 animatronics there before. And right here, this is where the story kind of begins. So you, Tiana, and Louise are going down to the bayou to find a critter band to play at Tiana and Naveen's Mardi Gras celebration. Now, I don't know why you go down to the bayou to find these creatures, and I don't really, those animatronics definitely seem repurposed from Splash Mountain or other past attractions, because they're just nowhere near the level of detail or movement that Tiana, Mama Odie, or Luis are, or any of the ones you see later in the finale. And there is some screen usage on this ride, which I've seen people complain about, but it's not a ton. I mean, it just makes the background look nice. Right here is really cool, but it's the same exact animal animatronics that we just saw. And you will see that a lot. A lot of those animals that you see throughout the ride are the exact same. So like right here are some of the other animals that were in that giant cluster earlier. I mean, these will be the exact same animatronics, including the movement and everything that you will see at the end of the ride. So that is something that's a little interesting. Continue moving down the bayou. I mean, I'm sure, having the hearing going down the bayou, And being in this in person is a completely different experience than watching a video, because right now we're just watching this video clip and there just isn't a ton of stuff happening. But I think when you're there, having the music, the lights, looking around, looking behind you, looking far ahead, it's going to be a very different experience, and that feeling of really nothing going on is going to quickly go away. Now we have this great Tiana animatronic sitting down, telling you to continue going down this way. Luis is stuck, which has to be a reference to Brer Bear being stuck in the original Splash Mountain. Right here we have a screen with Mama Odie, and she's up here getting ready to turn us small so we can go find critters and that are smaller. And now here we go. That was a cool little light effect, nothing sensational like I've seen people saying, but it's cool. We did lose a Brer Bear animatronic, which is very sad because that was a fun animatronic down here, and it got replaced with this frog with very limited motion. But it's not terrible. I mean, I think he's a cool looking frog. It's kind of funny. I think his name is Mondo, I'm pretty sure, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we have this other drop now where we're going deeper into, I guess, the trees of the bayou. I don't really know where we are, if we're like in a cave or something. I do like how the water fountains did return from Splash Mountain. That's great. I loved those, so that's great. We have, a cool animatronic here, and there's another one on the other side, but this POV doesn't let you see it. We have a screen up ahead with Tiana and Luis's faces, and that is all CG, which I don't know how I feel about that, because the movie is 2D, and they're trying to do 3D stuff, but it's okay. I mean, they're looking down at you. I probably would have looked weird if they tried doing the movie characters. And like right here is fine. This is cool, but what I want to understand is Ray, the Firefly, right now is singing, and he also does appear on this slideshow of these characters, the Fireflies, but he's dead at the time of this ride, because this ride takes place after the film, and spoiler alert, he passes away in the movie. And there was one of the reasonings for not including Dr. Facilier told by Disney Imagineering was he's already dead by the time this story happens. So there was a whole thing, we're going up the lift hill here, and people were saying, "Are you ready?" That song had Dr. Facilier up at the top, triggering your drop. Now, I still think that would have been great, and I think there is a different story that needed to be told of this ride. The story definitely seems rushed and does not seem very well developed. We do have this cool Mama Odie animatronic before we drop, but we just dropped. There's really no reasoning other than we have to get to that party fast, so we gotta take a shortcut down the bayou. And it looks great, the ride at night. I mean, the facade looks gorgeous. It's, up there with Splash Mountain for looking great, but the story lacks strong on this ride. There is no really well-developed story, like I said. That is my biggest issue with this ride, because everything else I think I can kind of ignore, like those animatronic complaints or, not having a ton of stuff going on, I can ignore because this is just a locked POV camera, and obviously being there in person, you're looking around, you're listening to the music, you might be dancing along, I don't know, but it's going to be very different than just watching a video, so I can ignore those complaints, but the story doesn't change, if you're in person or watching on video, and the story is just very lackluster. There doesn't seem to be any big, hoorah, there's no villain, there's no really build-up, you just, hey, let's go into the bayou, and within 5 seconds you find the critter band. Okay, now what? Oh, let's get smaller to find other critters, okay. And then we find them, and then for some reason now we have to go up a giant hill and drop 50 feet, and then now we're going back into this finale in New Orleans. Great. I still think they should have retold the movie or done a different story with these characters. Brought Dr. Facilier back. Have Naveen in the attraction. Maybe bring back Ray in the attraction. I don't know. Maybe even have a little bit more Tiana, because she's in it a decent amount, but not as much as you'd think. Here we have this great finale, which I will say is the best part of the ride based on the video. So many animatronics in here. We have so many moving elements. We have great screen usage in the back. We have an original song that is playing that was created just for this attraction. That's really nice. We have, it's a nice finale to this ride, and I think that is the highlight right there. But it's so fast. It's like less than 10 seconds, and you're already through that scene. Now, we used to have more animatronics here, which got replaced with bushes. But, that's fine, I guess. And where Brer Rabbit and Mr. Bluebird were singing at the end of Splash Mountain, we have Mama Odie and Juju the Snake. So that's fine. That's a cool ending. It's kind of funny. She tells some jokes and stuff. Now, overall, my initial reaction based on this POV is it looks to be a fun adventure. And I think on a hot summer day when the family wants to cool off, this ride will be perfect. They're going to like the music. They're going to dance along. It's suitable for all ages. There's nothing scary on the ride other than the drop itself, but they even tame that a little bit by building a little bit more cover over the first part of it. It's very, it's not a crazy ride. Like, it's nothing insane. This was a retheme. This was not a new ride. I still think Tiana deserved a bigger ride that was new, like a new boat ride maybe built somewhere. I don't think it deserved to be built, or a retheme of Splash Mountain. And I love Splash Mountain. That was my favorite ride of Magic Kingdom. So this is just, I'm still kind of in shock that they actually got rid of it, and this is, what's replacing it. Because based on this POV alone, it's very hard to say that this is the better version and that this is the one I'd prefer, because I don't think it is. I mean, I love the story of Princess and the Frog. The music is great. The characters are great. But in this ride, the story lacks and really does not... It really hurts the ride, because what Disney Imagineering does great with, like Cosmic Rewind, even Tron, they all have some form of story. This just does not... The story just does not make sense. It does not... For a 7-minute ride. I mean, it'd be one thing if this was a quick little dark ride or a, But this is what replaced Splash Mountain. This had huge shoes to fill. This is not just some new ride that, is its own thing. This replaced one of the most iconic attractions in the world and arguably Disney's most popular ride of all time. So this had to be a very, very good replacement. And I just have a lot of trouble in thinking that this is what that will be. Now, obviously, like I said, I'm going to wait off giving my official review of it until I experience it. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel, because I am still very excited to experience this ride, because, the music, the animatronics, the finale, the drop, the ride itself, I'm so much looking forward to. The story just very negatively hurts this ride. But, like I said, I'm excited to experience it, and I don't want to hurt your opinion either. So form your own. Go out there, ride the ride, watch some videos, and comment down below what you think of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please remember to leave a massive like and subscribe to the channel if you are new with notifications on for a brand new video. Thanks again for watching, and I appreciate everyone. See ya. Bye.